Tonight on Bondi Rescue, New Year's Day and Bondi is in party mode.
It's all started.
The fun stops with a major incident at the south end.
Go.
A crippled jet ski puts swimmers and lifeguards at risk.
Very difficult situations today.
Victims of excess.
I know that I'm freaking out.
A body on the sand. And the doctor who knows just how badly he's been hurt. New Year's Eve, and Sydney does what it knows best. Party. As the night wears on, revellers spill out of clubs, pubs and parties. Many head for Bondi to catch the first rays of light on the first day of a brand new year. There's no party for the lifeguards. At 4:30 a.m, they're on duty an hour and a half earlier than normal.
I'm going to drown now and I need mouth to mouth. That's indigo.
Oh my God, we're ready. Welcome to the jungle.
This is traditionally one of the toughest days of the year. Over the next 14 hours, all they can expect is the unexpected.
There's all these strange noises out there in the darkness. I don't really know what it is, but we'll go and see.
They're God's little children, and they're waiting to dance.
As you can see, there's already lifeguards on before we start here in the morning at 5 o'clock.
Before dawn, and there are hundreds on the sand.
There's a few people in the water, there's some people on the beach, 1,000 people on the hill.
Basically, we just go along the beach, just make sure that there's no one in the water. It could be any scenario happening. It was a really warm night, the water's 20 degrees.
Look at all these people. It's out of control down here.
Alcohol and rough surf, stirred with a strong rip, make for a dangerous cocktail.
Stay close to shore, huh? Because we haven't got X-ray vision down here, so I don't want to get you in trouble.
Keeps me like drowning.
How's your night been, girls? What was that?
A picture can help fuzzy heads remember a special day. Then again, some images are best forgotten.
Oh, look at these blokes.
What about you? Someone's been slamming in
This girl has made a New Year's resolution to cause mischief. There's nothing in the manual about recovering hijacked ATVs. Lifeguards don't test for drink driving, though perhaps they should.
I stole the buggy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, lots of pranks going on, and especially the young cheeky girls, they get up to no good and get away with it because they're cheeky little smiles.
I'm a good driver. 10 points. 10 points.
Others take in the first rays of the year with more romantic ideas.
Everyone shares the sun.
At 6 a.m, the first flags of the year go up. Bondi is officially open for business.
The Bondi Beach School, man!
You fall off the back of that sandbank, you may not see the rest of 2008.
Some people still seem a little lost and confused.
Hang on, just be aware, mate, it's going to be real hot in an hour, mate. If you pass out there, you could dehydrate, mate, and
You've got something on your head as well.
I think last night you were crown princess.
So far, nothing worse than ugly hangovers. But Tom knows things will change.
We haven't had a lot of sunny days this summer, so everyone's going to be down here trying to make the most of it. And swimming conditions are just treacherous, especially down south. And because the swell's nor'east, we've got a really bad rip up north. The worst thing is people come down, but they're just so hungover and so dehydrated from the night before that they get themselves into trouble. You know, they probably feel all right, but then they'll come down and they'll get themselves stuck. So we're going to have our work cut out for us today. But we got a good crew on this morning. It's been fun so far, so hopefully the fun times continue.
At 7 a.m, the fun stops. Deano spots the day's first emergency at the south end.
Bondi Central to Rhino. Get down the south end now. We've got 2 girls in the rip.
Oh, we got to go to backpackers. We got to go. Yeah, Bob, go.
2 women are calling for help in a rip. Bobby heads out on the rescue board.
Yeah, he's got them. Who knows what they were doing last night. Probably not the best day to go for a swim.
The woman on the board was dumped by a wave. She's back on dry land, but not out of danger.
She went down corner to Central. She's a young girl. She'd probably be in her very early 20s.
Just down the side of your neck there. Did you hit it very hard?
I swim down to the up.
What she tells Bobby next rings loud alarm bells.
You got any pins and needles anywhere?
In my arms.
You got some pins and needles in your arm?
Legs.
Okay, we're going to need a board, Tommy. Spinal board.
A young woman rescued from the surf has a sore neck and pins and needles in her arm. Both are signs of a possible spinal injury.
Just support her neck.
Just when you get there, give me some patient details.
How old is she?
21.
She's 21-year-old female.
Tiny.
We're going to put a collar on your neck, all right, just as a precautionary measure. All right?
Suspected spinals are treated with extreme caution.
All right?
It's all right, keep your neck nice and still for us.
If Tani has any broken bones in her neck, they could irreparably damage her spinal cord.
All right, is there a little bit of pain there as we do that? Okay, that's all right. All right, can you move your toes for me a little bit? Not really? Does it hurt to do that? If it hurts, don't do it. If it hurts, don't do it.
Another bad sign.
Right, ambo's on its way.
Tani is a skydiving instructor from Wollongong. A swim at Bondi probably seemed a much safer activity.
I thought she was gonna drown, or I thought she could get up. Tani and I haven't slept all day since 2 days ago. Yeah, we were very tired. We were having fun all night, and then we decided to go swimming this morning.
Right, we'll just go on 3. We'll go back, Tommy.
Yep, 1, 2, 3.
Tani is carefully moved to the spinal board and immobilised.
So I'll just try and restrict your movement as much as you can, all right? So if we ask you any questions, just say yes or no. Sorry for this,
It will be hours before Tani knows whether she suffered any permanent damage. Former world number 6 pro surfer Rod Kerbox, was one of the most radical on the professional circuit. He got through his surfing career with no major injuries. Now, he's recovering from a snapped Achilles tendon after a game of squash. Despite his injury, one of Bondi's most seasoned lifeguards has been called in to help out on New Year's Day. 10 lifeguards are rostered on to handle the expected crowds.
Big game today.
Ron.
You ready, Tom? Big game.
Big chins. Ready for a big day to dance.
Kerbox will scan the beach from the tower. But after so long off work, he's feeling edgy.
It's going to take me a few hours or so, I think, to settle back in.
I feel safe with your eyes up here, though.
Well, mate,
Sitting up here.
I'm a bit nervous, to tell you the truth. Because I haven't, for the last 7 weeks, been fixated on watching the water. You get a bit nervous that you're going to miss something, and it can so easily happen, especially on a day like today, too.
10 a.m. and many people are still drug or alcohol affected after New Year's Eve.
The hardest part dealing with it is not really knowing exactly what people have taken. They'll never tell you the truth, no matter what.
Do you want to come and lay in the towel for a bit?
I know that I'm freaking out, but
Whatever it is she's taken, the high is long gone. Shortly after, yet another victim of excess.
Strong pulse, breathing. I think she's just probably passed out the sun from last night, but she seems to be okay. No ambulance required at this stage.
Obviously, it's all started.
With thousands now on the beach, lifeguards aren't sure what to expect. Then a girl stumbles from the surf and collapses on the sand.
Just pull on a fair bit of water. Just put a bit of oxygen on. It'll make you feel a bit better.
Need an ambo. She's in her 20s, female. Looks like she swallowed a little bit of water.
Just having trouble breathing.
Head lifeguard Hoppo is uncertain whether she's drug or alcohol affected. What he's most concerned about is how much water she's taken into her lungs. Just as ambulance officers arrive, the girl refuses to go to hospital.
They'll sign a release form now to say that she refused to go to hospital, and from there, just hopefully she goes away, and because we have in the past found people have died in their sleep later on, a couple of days later, from salt water in the lungs. So anyway, she signed the release form, and that's about all we can do.
The day warms up and the crowds surge down. New Year's Day is about to get madder still. By midday, there are an estimated 20,000 people on the beach. A dangerous combination of swell and tide unsettles the lifeguards.
Mate, the tide's going out and the swell is large and the crowd is pretty much all still drunk.
The tide has now changed and the water is starting to push out to sea.
With the tide turning, these rips are just going to start kicking right in. Something's going to happen. You don't see Whippet like this. He's got ice in the veins, this kid, and when you see him get edgy, you know it's going to get dangerous. Very dangerous.
Within minutes, Matt's predictions prove right. A boy swimming outside the flags struggles to stay afloat. Then Harry spots someone else in trouble. Meanwhile, the jet ski scoops up swimmers caught further out. Brooke is the only lifeguard left on the sand. At the worst possible moment, the jet ski suddenly stops.
You all right? Put it on the reserve tank.
Put it on the reserve tank.
Just hit the stop button and see if that kicks it back in.
No matter what Troy tries, it won't start.
Please clear the water. It's breaking down and he's going to wash in.
At the mercy of the waves, the half-ton jet ski has suddenly become a serious danger. If it hits a swimmer, the consequences could be dire.
Attention the water. Can all those people swimming here in front of this jet ski please clear the water?
Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
Put it on the reserve.
In the strong swell, Troy has no control over his disabled jet ski. The lifeguard's crucial rescue tool is out of action. It has now become a danger in itself.
Please clear the water. Please come right out of the water. If this jet ski hits you, it will hurt.
I turn it around and you'll just be able to wash in, just hold on the back of the mat.
Troy is in trouble as a set of waves looms in.
See, hang on, Troy. Perfect. He's done the right thing. He's jumped off then, took it side on the back of the mat, and just washed him straight in.
With the beach at its most treacherous, the jet ski is out of action and the team is stretched to the limit.
Oi, no more swimming here. You can't swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the lifeguards are dealing with very difficult situations today. You must go up to the flags, 300 metres up to the door.
So just head back to shore. We've got 3 no swimming signs up there. We don't want anyone swimming out here. Conditions are really dangerous.
As lifeguards scan the water for struggling swimmers, attention is suddenly drawn to the shallows. Brooke races over. The man is playing a practical joke.
Feel free to give him a spray.
He's just playing dead. He's getting a bit of attention, but if he wants to do it, go do it in your bath or something, not down the beach.
I thought it was a full-on spinal. Like he was laying there and everyone's looking at him. So I went up and then he looked up and just smiled at me and I went, yeah. I kicked the guy. We had the jet ski breaking down, Whippet's out doing a rescue. I'm trying to watch 100 other people in the water. Can't believe he's so selfish just to take my time away from other people.
Broken down jet ski, Whippet was doing a rescue, Spinal in the freaking shore break. It was anything.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I had my feet up on the rhino.
Finally, the disabled jet ski is back on the shore.
No, it's the first time it's happened. We've done training for it, but it's the first time it's happened, like, you know, real life situation kind of thing. So I knew the ski would just go straight in if you got into the back of the mat. So yeah, it was good. They were probably laughing their heads off. They thought I was going to probably tip it or something.
And we've changed skis. Hoppo's gone out on the other ski, get that one back up in the tunnel and get everyone back out on the beach as quick as possible, because it's really getting pretty hectic down here at the moment.
Please do not swim in the front of these dangerous current signs. We do put these here for a reason.
Lifeguards are kept busy with a constant stream of rescues.
On the northern side of backpackers, there's just 3 bodyboarders, none have got fins.
5 hours of work and I'm losing it. I just hate watching all the boys work, and I want to get out there and do my fair share, but I just can't think about it.
By late afternoon, the falling tide has made conditions even more treacherous. Lifeguards clear swimmers from the south end that have crept back into the water.
So maybe you can start getting the wrap-up going.
Pull yourself up.
Whippet rounds them up on the jet ski.
Hold on. Everybody back in. You got to go in, no more swimming. Too dangerous. Grab on and I'll put you on the mat. Come on, let's go. There's a big set coming, you'll be up the rocks. Get on the mat, get on the mat. On the mat. Pull yourself on. All right, get off, yeah.
There are only a couple of stragglers left before the south end is safely cleared.
Whippet, I'm going to start working north now. Just keep your eye on the spot in case someone jumps in.
All appears clear, but then a commotion on the sand.
Right in the corner, Whip, right down in the corner.
3rd ramp, mate, get down here.
All right, mate, just take it easy.
Okay, just lay still. Got a man that's him down, have we? What happened? We just found him. What this?
Mate, he just gave me the call and he just said, I've hit my head on the sand.
What happened? We just found him. What this?
Mate, he just gave me the call and he just said, I've hit my head on the sand. How he's breathing.
It's late afternoon and lifeguards attend the second suspected spinal injury of New Year's Day.
You got any other pain? It's just a right arm at the moment. Any neck pain, back pain? Yeah, there's a little bit at the base.
A surfer was found on his board in the shallows and calling for help.
Okay, copy that, mate. I'll have one right on the way for you.
Terry tries to establish what happened.
You took a bad wipe out.
I took a bad wipe out. I took off late. Went over the falls. Got thrown around. My head just got smashed into the sand.
Yep. Okay. Does it hurt anywhere specifically? Up high in your neck?
It hurt.
Don't move.
Whenever I move like that.
Don't move. Okay. Just stay as still as you can, okay? He hit his head pretty badly. Okay, that's good what you're doing. Just stay as comfortable as you can and as still as you can.
Bondi Central to Hop, mate. Ambo's on its way for you, mate.
Bruce is a 56-year-old doctor from Sydney. He knows how serious his injury may be.
Everyone got a nice, firm, supportive grip, both of them. Are you happy, Deano? Everyone good? On 3 we go.
2, 3. Nice and easy. Straight over.
In one smooth operation, lifeguards roll him onto the spinal board.
Bruce? Right.
If the accident had happened half an hour later, the beach would have been unpatrolled.
I was just sort of doing my last runs down the south on the ski when he called me, so I was pretty lucky. Another minute or so and I would have been up the north and the boys would have been half up the beach as well. You're doing good, Bruce. Just take it easy, mate. And ambulance is here. I'll be down in a second to get me off the beach. Right.
Bruce has been immobilised and is on his way to hospital for scans on his neck.
To a medium pain in the lower part of the back of his neck. Which is not good. Not a good way to end New Year's Day.
At emergency, it's confirmed Bruce has broken a vertebrae in his neck. No one knows yet whether he'll be permanently affected.
Hey guys.
Meanwhile, ambulance officers return the spinal board used for Tani that morning. They also bring the good news she suffered no serious injury.
Yeah, biggest complaint was feeling uncomfortable with the sand. So once they've cleared that off, I reckon it should be A1.
The way we're trained in dealing with spinal injuries, we have to treat everyone the same. We're not that skilled where we can tell and determine the extent of the injury. It's for the professionals to do that at the hospital. So we take every precaution we can, and we don't know to what extent, and just goes to show that the ones that you don't know are probably sometimes the worst ones. But yeah, I'm telling you what, I'm looking forward to getting out of here.
Finally, New Year's Day winds down. It's 7 p.m, 14 hours after the lifeguards started their first shift. Got better for the surfing doctor. 3 weeks after his accident, Bruce walks into the tower with his daughter Imogen.
Oh, thank you very much. Ryan. You're the guy who got me out. Yeah, I knew something was wrong when he said I can't move my arms and my legs properly, and I was like, oh. It was a tense few minutes there getting you onto the beach, and then once we realised the pain you're in, I guess we thought it was pretty serious, and it's good to see you walking around now, though.
As a doctor, were you more nervous because you sort of knew the potential of what could happen? Or?
Well, I knew I was injured, and I knew I had to get to shore. It wasn't until about 48 hours later when I woke up in the night that I felt the fear. Well, it's what they call a non-displaced fracture. So it's just it's the back of the vertebra. Yeah. So, I mean, if it had moved...
It might have done something.
Yeah, but it didn't. I suppose the fact that I was okay and no one was going to move my neck, I figured I'd be okay.
Here's your board that we kept on the day. Yep. So I'll give you this back, and I mean, you won't be out there for at least a few weeks, but hopefully we'll see.
3 months, they reckon.
3 months. Well, hopefully we'll see you back out there a bit later on in the year.
But I won't be. I'll be watching the sandbanks more.
Next on Bondi Rescue, cyclonic swells hit Sydney with chaotic results.
But he went in the cave and he didn't come out.
And the lifeguards play international diplomacy with the Indian cricket team.
This guy is just like annihilating them.